Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Perlmutter from Quantum Listing, and welcome to Haves and Wants 2.0 Land for Sale. Thank you for joining us today, and we are going to be sharing with you a baker's dozen of listings that our members have recently added to Quantum Listing. So let's get started. Before we actually get started on the listings, I want to just give you an idea of how we were able to pull this together. We're going to start showing the Quantum Listing website for you. So the way that we find these listings on our website is we use our filter. So we're going here to the Quantum Listing front page. This shows you the most recently added listings. We're clicking on Filter Asset Type. In this case, we're going to go with land. There's a whole host of asset types, as you can see. And then we select Sale, and then Apply Filters, and voila. There it is. So, but we did go through recent for sale listings that were land for sale listings, and we picked some ones that piqued our interest. So the other thing that we created a listing report, which we can show you how to do in a bit, and added the listings that we wanted to talk about today to our listing report. And I guess we'll start here at the top, and here we'll give you a sneak preview of what's to come. And to keep you glued to your seat, I can tell you that the last listing that we're going to look at today is owned by a celebrity. All right, I'm going to leave that one hanging. All right, so our first listing is a site in Asheville, North Carolina. It was added by Michael Hoffman, and I had the pleasure of speaking with Michael yesterday. He's a new Quantum Listing member, and he added a bunch of listings yesterday after we got off the phone. He wrote me to say, it's so easy to do this, even I can do it, meaning him. So I guess he doesn't have a lot of confidence in his computer technical skills, but he did a great job adding his listings. So let's have a look at them. So this is billed as a ready-to-build residential development site, and it is in Asheville, North Carolina. So it sounds like it already has the entitlements. We can look at the pictures first. We're going to click on the thumbnails to go from one picture to the next. Looks like a lovely setting. Got some mountains in the background. All right, and if you wanted to contact Michael, you can reach him at mhoffman@Tessier Associates, or give him a call. And here's what Michael had to say about this particular property. It's approximately 65 acres of aesthetically stunning land. I have to agree with him there. Suitable for luxury homes or the perfect family compound. It's got rugged ridgelines and gently rolling mountains combined to make this site a unique treasure. The natural beauty is why so many people choose to live, work, and play in western North Carolina. 49 home sites ranging in size from 0.5 acres to 4.5 acres. Roads and infrastructure are on site. Abundant water sources throughout the property with wells pumping at plus or minus 55 gallons per minute. The soil has been perk tested for septic. So this sounds like it is a great property for a residential developer. Let's have a look at the satellite imagery here. Here we're going to go right there. Oh, Looks like we got a neighborhood who could use a dumpster. A neighbor who could use a dumpster. But you can see the land surrounding here. It's quite lovely. Okay, so please contact Michael if you have a client who might be interested in this. And it is 65 acres. We'll have to tell him to fix that rather than 0.65 acres. So the description is accurate, and it's available for $3.299 million. Okay, and let's go on to our next listing. So our next listing is also one that is going to be suitable for residential. This one is in Franklin, Wisconsin. Okay, and another great aerial photo here. You can see that there's this land is right here in the middle. Got I-94 nearby, which has 122,000 average daily traffic count, and this South 27th Street, also a nice, well-traveled road with over 17,000 cars a day, and it is on a more subdued road, off a more subdued road, with only 6,500 cars a day. So shouldn't be too hard to get in and out of your street. This is a half-acre lot. It is ready for a 16-unit condo development. It is available for the modest price of $149,900. And it is across the street from the Northwestern Mutual headquarters, which you can see right here. And it is in close proximity to IKEA, Drexel Town Square Shopping Center, and Ascension Healthcare, and many other national brands. And it's 1 mile west of I-94. The property has been approved by the city of Franklin for 16 units. And it can be a 3-story building, approximately 21,670 square feet on those 3 floors. And it's a combination of 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bedroom, 2 baths, and 2 bedrooms with spacious lofts. The footprint of the building will be 13,248 square feet. There's going to be underground parking, providing 2 stalls for each of the units. And there's also going to be private storage rooms available. And other comments are a quiet nature setting for the units facing south. It looks like it's part of a larger condo association, which includes 128 completed units. And there's also a 1-bedroom unit in one of the other buildings for $114,900 with a direct view of this building. And there's a heated outdoor pool, clubhouse, and fitness center that will be available to residents of this new building. Let's see what else there is. These are, you can get various documents for it. It's probably the for sale offering memorandum. And you can also see the site on the broker's website rather. Pauline Phillips from EC Commercial is the agent, and you can reach Pauline at ecommercial.net or via this phone number here, 414-425-3112. And Pauline has syndicated this listing to us via our syndication partner BuildOut. If you are a BuildOut user and are not already syndicating your listings to Quantum Listing, we encourage you to do so as soon as possible. And it makes it very easy if you are a BuildOut user, because you don't have to update your listings on Quantum Listing. You just do it on BuildOut and they flow through to us automatically. We also have syndication partnerships with SharpLaunch and Levitt Digital, where we push out listings to Levitt Digital. And our most recent syndication partner is CRE Collaborative, which will be able to enhance the data in your listing if you select them as a syndication partner. And Levitt Digital is one that we send our listings out to. And what is special about them is that they will share your listings to over 500 news sites throughout the country, and that number should be increasing to close to 2,000 by the end of this year. So that doesn't cost you anything extra. So be sure, if you join Quantum Listing, to select Levitt Digital as a syndication partner. All right, I think it's time to have a look at our next listing. Okay, this one is also in the North Country, Laurel Hill Farm West in Maple Grove, Minnesota. Another lovely rural location. And this one is brought to us by Steve Wilhelmi from Keller Williams. And you can reach Steve at steve.wilhelmi@kwcommercial.com or via phone at 612-619-2638. And Steve says that this is on Brockton Lane. I guess the directions rather are Brockton Lane to 101st Avenue East, on 101st Avenue to Troy Lane, north on Troy Lane to the property. And the westernmost parcel is in the Laurel Hill Farm project. Let's have a look at additional parameters. He says that the zoning is for low to medium density residential. It's on a 4.45 acre lot. He's got a video that you'll be able to cut and paste that URL into your browser and have a look at. And there's also some other salient points he brings up, which it is directly north of the proposed ISD 279 elementary school.
Hello, Alejandro.
Hello, Alejandro. How are you?
Hello. Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. We're glad you joined us. And this property has great access to the major roads and freeways via Highway 610, 994, and soon the Dayton Parkway interchange. And again, this one was syndicated to us through BuildOut. So Alejandro, thank you for joining us. Please unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Alejandro with SVN. Is this exclusively SVN or is this other?
It's open to the worldwide web.
Gotcha. So I am a multifamily and land development specialist in Los Angeles. One of the reasons why I joined this call specifically is because I do have a land listed in Calabasas. It's a 10-acre parcel, but it's not your typical multifamily development. It would be more geared towards an individual or maybe even a retiree looking to develop their home in rolling hills and just being around nature for, I guess for their own retirement or how they want to live their life. Yeah.
That's the one right here? All
Yep.
right, terrific. Okay, well, tell us more about it, please.
Well, for this area, most of the families I've encountered with like the peace and quiet, like to be just secluded from, busy city life and just, look at the majestic hills.
Wow, it's
Um,
beautiful.
yeah, and it's relatively close to Malibu Pier, several state parks, Pepperdine University, and what else could I say about it? Yeah, it's geared. You can't do too much density, so it's really one dwelling per the whole 10-acre lot. Um, and yeah, there's not too much I can say about
Yeah,
the land
Wow.
being the way it is, but yeah, the seller is motivated to let this property go, and happy to help anybody who is interested in this.
terrific. Does it stay this lovely and green all year round, or is this a spring winter photo?
No, I think it's green all year round from what I've seen. I haven't seen it any dried up or anything like that, so it's quite luscious. I think this is why the people who have developed homes here stay, because they can just see this all year round.
Wow,
Wow. Very pretty.
it sure is. And do you specialize in land and or residential, or what kind of practice do you have in general?
Typically, multifamily and land development. So most of what I do is in the San Fernando Valley when it comes to apartment buildings and developers, because they tend to go hand in hand in several cases. Developers will develop an apartment building and hold on to it for a long period of time. So my experience with land in a previous boutique firm has also allowed me just to understand, zoning codes, what is permissible on a lot for development. Just have experience through how long entitlement can take, uh, a general analysis of construction cost, understanding extraneous factors such as the trade wars that are going on and how that's impacting construction costs for developers. So that's my specialty, more the multifamily land aspect, as well as in opportunity zones, which is the sort of new phenomenon, sort of not a 1031 exchange, but something similar to that, that is very well suited for a developer, just because of the regulations that one has to fulfill in order to take advantage of the tax benefits.
Are you talking about opportunity zones?
Yeah, the opportunity zones, which came with the 2018 tax code and which recently had the clarifications done in late April of this year. That one.
Mm-hmm. Terrific.
And
And
yeah.
do you have any requirements that you want to put out there to the world that you're looking for any of your clients?
Any requirements for any clients? I typically work on the selling side as much as possible. Um, on the buyer side, I do have a client who is proactively looking to partner with triple net developers, which is outside the world of multifamily and land. But the trend we've been seeing more and more with multifamily property owners and developers in California is that they're more geared towards triple net properties, simply because it's less management intensive,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them tend to be at that age where they want to retire and have a more steady passive income, sort of mailbox check in the mailbox sort of situation, rather than having to proactively interact with their property. So most of the buyer needs I have are those who are looking for triple net properties nationwide.
Got it. Okay, so you're looking nationwide too, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, so, um, thank you for spending some your time with us this afternoon and telling our viewers, either live or on the replay, about your requirements and about this beautiful piece of property that you're handling now.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Now, Julia, I think you have a note from Elias Layden. you want to share what he's looking for?
Yes, absolutely. So he contacted me saying he couldn't join, but he would love to contribute. He said he is asking for a land with potential to be zoned as residential. He said it's for a residential development. 40 to 50 acres would be desired in a significant metro area. And so Elias he's based out of Ohio, but it looks like he didn't specify exactly where it is. So I think he might be looking anywhere, but I can definitely clarify with him.
Okay. Oh, one more thing, Alejandro. How would people get in touch with you?
So my phone number for anybody listening is 310-873-3977. Although I'm sure there's a chat feature that I'm not looking at right now, but I'll go ahead and put my contact information, email, and phone number. And yeah, if anybody has any questions or interests, please feel free to let me know. And yeah, okay, it's there right now as well. So it's just ahead of me, but I'll be sure to send it into the chat as well.
Okay, terrific. Here, actually, I put it
Okay,
in there
thanks.
for you. And please also add your email address is Alejandro, and I hope I'm pronouncing your last name, Hinestrosa.
Yeah, very good.
At svn.com. So at Alejandro.Hinestrosa, and Hinestrosa is HINOSTROZA at svn.com.
Perfect. And I already just sent the chat to all, the text to all.
Okay. Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. And I'm going to add this to our listing report so that when we post this on the website after the replay, we'll be able to include your listing as well.
Appreciate that.
Okay, so let's get on to our next property, and we're going to stay in California. And maybe, are you familiar with the Jurupa Valley? I certainly have never heard of it before.
Are you asking me?
Search. Yeah, I'm asking you. Say Californian.
Jurupa Valley, I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know the market very, very well there. It's, yeah.
Okay. It's a big state, a really, really big state. And this one was submitted by Mel Wagstaff. And it looks like it also came to us through Build Out, as I think did Alejandro's. And this property, let's have a look at the pictures first, and then we'll go to the description. So the property is located right on the southeast corner of Mission Boulevard and Agate Street. Mission Boulevard is one of the main commercial corridors running through Jurupa Valley, and the property is rectangular in shape and has great visibility and extensive frontage. There's approximately 750 feet of frontage on Mission Boulevard, and the site is approximately 350 feet deep. All right, so actually, the whole property is 6.23 acres, and the asking price is $2,810,000. And what can we learn from the description? The property is located right on Mission Boulevard, which is one of the commercial corridors running through Jurupa Valley. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The area is growing rapidly. Most of East Vale is now built out, and now the expansion is moving into Jurupa Valley. D.R. Horton just finished a large housing project nearby called The Quarry. There are a number of other commercial and residential projects in the pipeline along Mission Boulevard. So it sounds like this is a interesting area that is ripe for development. And we'll see if we can zoom out a little bit and get a better idea of where it is. So it looks like it is due east of Los Angeles, near Riverside, and just below Ontario and San Bernardino. So it is looks like it's still part of the metro Los Angeles area, which is just vast and sprawling, but maybe a Californian could set me straight on that one. So nice piece of property, and it's not quite as lush looking as your listing, Alejandro, but it certainly is, in a good location, and you can see here that it's fairly densely populated as well. Here, let's look at the satellite imagery as well. So, all right, there you go. So, yeah, you can see that this is a very nicely built out area. There's elementary schools. There's all sorts of stuff in the area. All right, terrific. We have Richard. Welcome to our webinar today. If you would like to unmute yourself and introduce yourself, we would love to learn a little bit more about who you are. If your computer does not have a microphone, perhaps, Julia, you can put the dial-in number in the chat box below. And while we're waiting to see if Richard will be able to talk with us, we'll keep on moving on. Okay, and that was a commercial property, by the way, the one that we were just talking about in the Jurupa Valley. All right, now we're going to go to the other side of the country and look at a tract of land in Watkinsville, Georgia. So this listing was submitted by Grant Whitworth, and he's got kind of an interesting practice in that all that he deals with are tracts of land. I think he's got dozens and dozens of land listings that he is working on. And in fact, this one is a 17, a little over 17 and a quarter acres. Asking price is $1,295,250. I'll bet you if you're a good negotiator, you could probably get them to knock off that extra $250. It is a property located on the north side of Highway 78 between Pete Dickens Road and Mars Hill Road. The location is just 1.4 miles from the Highway 29 interchange. Established mobile home park with 24 mobile home sites on 17.27 acres is what we're looking at, I guess. And a portion of the property is zoned B1 commercial, and the balance is zoned MH, which would seem to be mobile home. Property has great future development potential, and the balance of the property, as we can see here, is mostly wooded. Just that one picture there. Let's have a look at the satellite imagery. Yeah, so you can see those mobile homes that he's referencing there. While we're here, I just want to point out this big green button, which is Explore Financing Options. One of our other partners is StackSource, and if you click on this button, which I'll do right now, it takes you to the StackSource site, and you can see that it is an online mortgage broker. So if you submit the parameters for a deal that you want to finance, their lenders that they work with will have the opportunity to review your deal, and any of the ones that are interested will get in touch with you to talk about financing it. They also have in-house professionals that can help you with these requirements as well. So I encourage you to check out StackSource. They're a great bunch of people, and it's, everything is moving towards a less friction-filled world, and if you can help your customers get that deal done by helping them get financing, uh, it's good for you, good for them, and good for StackSource. So let us continue. And next up is in Oklahoma. This I just spent this past weekend with my son driving from New York State to Iowa, where he's going to be working on the presidential campaigns. And we didn't obviously get to Oklahoma, but we drove through a lot of country that looked like this, really, really flat. So if you remember Alejandro's listing and those luscious hills, there's a big chunk of the country that doesn't look like that. This is a 2-acre site in Newcastle, Oklahoma, and it is for sale for $400,000. It is on the corner of North Main Street and Northeast 19th Street, on the east side of the street, and it has some great traffic off Main Street. Let's have a look at some of the pictures. You can see that there's plenty of residential surrounding it. It's incredible how flat this land is. Where I live in New York, there's nothing flat like this. Maybe a soccer field. That's about it. But interesting, there's development here, and you can see that it is off this very sort of busy commercial street as well. And let's see if we can go have a look at the satellite imagery. I really need to find out how to make this more full screen, but I know that we can do it by adding this guy, the Street View guy, and then sort of zooming out. Let's see if that works. Oh, sorry, wrong way. I guess we can't do that, but here's a look on the ground of what you're going to see. Okay. And let's go on to our next location. I don't know why the picture didn't come with this one. This is in Accord, New York. The picture didn't come because wasn't. There were no pictures added. Now, I have a cousin who lives in Accord, New York, and to be honest, that's really the reason why I included this listing. And Jay Feinberg, who is the broker, is a terrific guy. I've met him numerous occasions. He's one of the people that runs the New York State Commercial Association of Realtors in the lower Hudson Valley. So it is a 45-acre parcel, and the price is a mere $195,000. So very, very fairly priced parcel. The land site is located in the Route 209 corridor between Port Jervis and Kingston in Accord, New York. Route 209 is a high-traffic state route that is frequented by travelers looking for an alternate route to the New York Thruway when traveling from the capital area to Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. Additionally, with regard to the local economy, Accord, which is part of the town of Rochester, not to be confused with the city of Rochester way up north, has enjoyed the hottest residential real estate market in Ulster County with a growing demand for housing in all price categories. The site is geographically located centrally between the Shawangunk Ridgeline and the Catskills Mountains. It's now available and proudly presented by KW Commercial, 45 acres of raw land. Site, I think we pretty much covered that. I can vouch for Jay's testimony that it is a beautiful area, having visited my cousin up there a few times. And not only that, there's sort of an interesting artistic community up in the area as well. So whether you're looking for a place to develop vacation homes or your full-time residence, it really is a very special, beautiful place. There's streams and waterfalls and woodland, and quite lovely. Okay, let's see what we have next. All right, we're heading down to Alpharetta, Georgia. And this is 531 South Main Street in Alpharetta, Georgia. And it was presented by Ben Cavalier. And Ben tells us it is conveniently located 1 mile from Avalon. And the property backs up to Wills Park. And here is an important fact that it is a motivated seller. It's a 2.3 acre lot, and the asking price is $2.5 million. It is a rapidly developing area, and it's very close to downtown Alpharetta, Avalon, the retail, hospital, commercial, offices. It's zoned C2, neighborhood commercial or mixed use, and it's got some terrific frontage, 553 feet of road frontage. A beautiful historical home would be fantastic. On the site would be fantastic for a restaurant or a venue space with plenty more room to build. I sure wish Ben included pictures of that home. Maybe he's got it here on his website. He does not. But let's see what we can learn from the map. Okay, so yeah, that is kind of a beautiful home, isn't that? Very charming, and you can see he gives us a good, accurate description that there is commercial in the area. Let's go down the road a little bit more, see what else we can find. Hey, was that a Ferrari dealership? Hold on, we got to go back. Hold on. All right. I thought it said Ferrari. I could be wrong, but interesting area. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Oh, and let's see. Oh, I forgot to give Ben's contact info is Ben at bencavalier.com, and you can reach him on the phone at 678-287-4800. And back to the report. If you do these listing reports, you can see that at the top there are these maps, and you can expand and contract that. You can also make the map go large, and also use Street View. Other features of these listing reports is that you can download them to a PDF, you can email them, and you can also put them on your website or on your blog using our iframes, which is a little bit of code that you can paste into your website or blog. Okay, how are we doing for time? 3:45. I think we're doing okay. All right, because I want to make sure that we get to that last property. All right, this one caught my eye because it, another beautiful picture, and that looks nice. I wouldn't mind spending the rest of my afternoon there. There's some more pictures. This is the Lake Anna Resort mixed-use development. And you're 70 miles from Northern Virginia and Maryland, 20 miles from Fredericksburg, 50 miles from Richmond, 35 miles from Charlottesville. So it looks like a great place to develop some vacation homes or a resort community of some kind. It was provided by Frank Jermusik from SVN, one of your SVN colleagues out there. And the property is located on the shores of Lake Anna, which is one of the largest freshwater reservoirs in the state of Virginia. With over 13,000 acres of water and 225 miles of shoreline, there is plenty of room for water-related recreation. In addition, the 2,000-acre Lake Anna State Park is located on the shores of the lake, providing numerous recreational activities along with a visitor center. Mineral, which is the town where this property is located approximately 25 miles east of Charlottesville, 40 miles northwest of Richmond, the state capital, and 90 miles southwest of Washington, D.C. metro area. The proximity of the subject site to three sizable metropolitan areas provides residents and visitors of Mineral a large variety of cultural, educational, and entertainment options within easy driving distance. In addition, the property is located only 90 miles from Amazon's planned HQ2 development in Crystal City, Virginia. Lake Anna has become a popular destination for people who are buying or looking for a second home and live within a couple hours drive, as well as retirees. This has primarily been due to the beauty of Lake Anna and the surrounding region. However, rising home costs in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. have also played a role. Lake Anna's waterfront property values have increased since the lake's inception in 1972. Most years, the values improved immensely, and even though there was a dip in quick recovery in off-water prices during the most recent recession, prime waterfront values like the development site continue to climb. This is a 10-acre piece of land, and it is certainly going at a premium price of $9,260,000. Have a quick look at the satellite view, and it's, I guess, Lake Anna, and you can see it seems like this was probably a man-made lake as well, since he talks about the lake's inception in 1972. All right, well, that was kind of neat, and you can reach Frank at frank.jermusek@svn.com or via phone at 952-820-1615. Okay, and actually, while we're here, if you wanted to export a PDF, you would click this little guy here, and this is true for any of the listings you've been seeing. You can make private notes on any of the listings if you are logged in and a registered user. And you can also copy any of the listings to iframe, copy an iframe and post them on your website or blog. So Quantum Listing is able to serve your listings to your website, and that is included in the price of your membership. All right, so we are going to go next up to closer to home for me, although out in Long Island, so not particularly close. And we're going to East Northport out in Long Island. This is brought to us by Tony Briguglio of Baron Groups, and you can reach him at tonybat barongroups.com. His phone number is 631-416-5612. It is a 2.19 acre site. Asking price is $4.5 million. He tells us that it is an amazing 2.19 acres of land in East Northport. The property taxes are fairly low for such a for an expensive piece of property at only $9,262. And it says if you are looking for a property with a tremendous amount of potential, then this is the perfect property for you. Our seller is extremely driven to make a deal with you. Take a good look at everything that is on this page, because I have personally inspected all the documents associated with this property, and I sincerely feel that this one is incredible. Documents will provide full disclosure on the property, and if you are interested, you actually should get in touch with Jeff Wade at jwade@barongroups.com, and his phone number, I'll just give you his mobile, it's 631-480-6455, and looks like it will be a commercial property for you instead of residential, so that's a nice change of pace. And next we have, we skipped this guy in Florida by accident. We'll do that because I think we're going to have enough time to get to that last celebrity property I was talking about. Another beautiful location near water. I'm thinking maybe I need a vacation if I'm picking out all these locations with water nearby. This is a 4-acre site at a price of $900,000. It's 3 parcels of land on Highway 98 and across the street, 2 parcels side by side. One is 1.25 acres, the other is 0.67 acres. These 2 parcels are 15 lots, so this is a nice residential construction opportunity for people to do residential down in Florida. And again, it's 4 acres and $900,000. Let's look at the map, exactly where it is. The Carrabelle is on the east. Oh, wait, no, I spoke too soon. It ain't that easy. It looks like it's on the west coast of Florida, not too far from Tallahassee and Panama City. Okay, and our penultimate property for today is in Elgin, Texas. You can't have a haves and wants session without some property in Texas. This is 12 acres of land in Fort DeSau, and it was provided by Gerald Choate at Retail Solutions. Retail Solutions is a very prominent broker in Texas. They do obviously mostly retail, and they have dozens of agents and hundreds of listings. This land is looking like it would probably be available. Let's see, now you can see the parcels right here, and it's next to a new senior living development, and there's a couple other parcels here. I think it's a multi-use property, and let's pop over to their website and see if there's anything else we can learn about it there. Zoning in place for multifamily, single-family, retail, mixed use, and office. So we're correct about that. It's at a signalized intersection. There's utilities going to the site. And as we mentioned, there is, it's right next to that new senior living development property. And if you would like to know the price of this one, you are going to have to reach out to Gerald Choate at gerald@retailsolutions.com or via phone at 512-474-5557. Okay, and now, are you ready for champagne wishes and caviar dreams? Because we have Beaver Dam Farms. And according to the description by Grant Whitworth at Whitworth Land, and you can reach Grant at grantwhitworth@gmail.com. See, I'm building suspense. Or at 706-548-9300. It is a large parcel, 966.07 acres, and it comes with a large price, $10 million, but that's a lot of land, so I'm assuming that it is well priced. And here is the deal. It's a truly iconic estate located on 966.07 acres, developed by singer-songwriter Kenny Rogers.
Ooh.
He knew when to hold them and when to fold them, apparently, if he was able to afford this little baby. The property is located just outside of Athens, Georgia. Great music city. A lot of great bands like REM and the B-52s came from there. Included with the property are numerous improvements, including the 13,850 square foot, 7-bedroom, 7.5 bath main house, a 72,000 square foot equestrian center, an 18-hole par 72 golf course, 7 private residential guest houses with a commercial dining hall, 2 swimming pools, 2 Rubico tennis courts, and many other improvements. This guy, Kenny, he knows how to live. The property has many potential uses, such as a private club, a mixed-use residential community, corporate retreat, or continue as a private estate. A must-see to appreciate the landscaping and the beauty of the property and all of the improvements. And let's have a look at the pictures that Grant included here. It's like a drone photo of the property, the main house. Yeah, it looks like a very large living room here. A very large bed. Kenny lived large, or lives large on, well, I wonder if the horsehead statue comes along. To see, well, he's got the equestrian center, so clearly he's interested in horses. It must be the indoor equestrian center. The golf course. Music has been very, very good to Kenny. Here is his lake. And those other 7 residences on the property. And this looks like another bedroom. Yeah, this is some piece of property. I hope he had a lot of happy days here. Something Dam, Beaver Dam Farms. Let's see if we can put it in context of where it is in Georgia. So it is due.
It says it's where he kept his goat named Smitty, who has been his center, providing a calming influence after long and stressful touring schedules. So I wonder if Smitty comes with the estate.
Well, I'm sure if you made a full price offer, he might consider that. Wow. And there's Athens right there. And if I'm not mistaken, Athens isn't that far from Atlanta. Where's Atlanta? There it is. Okay. So it looks like you can get from your weekday house to your weekend place in outside of Athens very easily from there. Well, it's 4 o'clock, and I don't want to keep you guys any longer. Thank you for participating today, and thank you for your time. And we will be sending out the replay for anybody who missed it or didn't catch all of it. And we hope to see you in the future on one of our future haves and wants or webinars. Have a great rest of the week, and let's go out and make some deals.